Good morning. Got you guys on today. I am in the process of downloading photos off my phone. I'm again get things done eventually. I think I should move this up to the front today. Here you go. See, got my drink cup out here. Just had some chocolate milk. That's the wrong one. That's the one I was talking about. This is where things get done eventually. So, downloaded new photos. I think they got downloaded. Good morning. Let me get this music turned off. Okay, there we are. So, had a weird week this week. Didn't have my normal work week. We had Monday, Tuesday off due to weather, and we started on Wednesday. And we did a little bit of work here and there, finished up, did some work we actually have a weird contract with the electricians. We dig their trench, they lay their pipe and everything, and then we have to backfill it when they're all done with everything they're doing. So they put their sand bedding pipe and cover their pipe and do whatever they need to do, and then we have to come back and backfill. It's a really weird arrangement because they don't do trenching as fast as we do, and the way our contracts are, we are a production based uh, for doing for making money. So we have to have footage to be able to make money. And they do little pieces coming out of buildings that are 20 feet, 30 feet here, maybe a few runs that are maybe 100 feet. And, when it comes down to the numbers, we need like 300 to 400 feet a day to make money off that contract. Then we also, more or less, we are pretty much finished installing all our pipe on this project that we're doing. And it's been a pretty good job. So I'll talk you through what we did yesterday because I did work yesterday on Saturday. Today is the first of the month of 1st of March. There we go. I'm gonna get that word out. There we go. So this was our actually the place where we started the project. Here at the bottom of the hole where all the water is, there's a stub where we started laying our sewer line, and was the starting manhole, which we did not have on the project at the time of start and weren't going to have for a while. So we put in a pump for the water. It helped us dewater the whole project anyways, so it wound up working out pretty good. So we got the pump out, so we've got some residual water. I dug it down to grade, got everything nice and sloped out, safe. This is a storm drain that actually goes to a DI that's going to be here. My little guy here, he's going to stay with another operator. They're going to finish digging and laying that, along with doing all the digging and backfilling for the electricians. So I am going to be going back to another project that we started last year and we're still not done, but that's the one with the micro tunnel. So I will be lowering and raising pipe in and out of the lift station that we have there, or the tunnels, and as the laborers assemble everything down in the hole and bring it up and out of the ground. So I'm gonna have a boring time. May have some extra time on my hands just to sit around and chit chat to a camera, maybe. But so this is our starting point. We dug it out, made it all nice and safe. We're approximately 11 and a half feet deep. So you can see we've got our pump in. We've got ladder for safety. We've got our pump rock. This is the point where we've got the rock down. You can see the water level back here. That's the little white strip is where all the bubbles were. And so they're shooting right now the elevation of the pipe that is coming out of the that we had laid originally versus a stake. So there'll be a stake off to the side that has the elevation and everything of where we were supposed to be at. So he's just confirming that our elevations were correct. Because later on this year, at the end of this year, we're going to come back to this project for another phase that will actually connect all these services to the main street, which are, I think it's around 1,700 feet out into the main street. And then once that's done, then all the services on this school will be active. So this is Armorock. Armorock. We call it Amrock, but it's Armorock pipe. This is a non-corrosive concrete mixture that doesn't erode from the acidic vapors and stuff like that that happen in sewer lines. So PVC doesn't get eroded, but usually are concrete manholes that are just your straight concrete with additives or whatever. They still have a tendency of corroding, and over time the concrete actually gets eaten away and disappears. So here it is getting backfilled. There's our testing guy. He's testing compaction as we bring it up. I've got another guy on a 200 helping me backfill. So he's backfilling in the east-west direction. I'm in the north-south, and then we kind of move back and forth. And also I'm picking up the material and throwing it in the hole. This is very efficient for us to not waste a bunch of time with one guy tracking all the way around the hole, trying to get the compaction all the way around the manhole. Now here we are shooting the lip of the manhole right now, now that it's safe enough for him to climb up there. So he shoots the elevation just to check to see how much of a stack we're going to need to get. So we got casting, the steel casting that goes on top, plus whatever spacers are going to be required to get it to be at elevation or our finished grade elevation. And here we are after we've backfilled it all the way up. AB is down, and the guys are in there. They're cutting out all the ram neck to seal it, and then he's got a special compound that's blue that goes in there and seals all the cracks so it's airtight. And then we also do a vacuum test on it and make sure that there's no leaks. I believe that's it for that. Yes, that is all of that. Get you back over into my face. There we go. So that's what we did yesterday. That was all done in one day. Dug it, rocked it, dewatered it, put the manhole base in, tied it into the existing, and put a stub out going to the future, and then backfilled the whole thing. That was all done in 8 hours. Actually, we did it in about 7 hours, and we had about an hour just to do cleanup and do the inside and pasting and all that stuff. Oh, what else? What else? What did we do the prior days? Oh, yeah. So I've got another set of pictures here for you. Very similar deal. We put in, which took 2 days to do because we had one of our laborers fell out sick. Okay. So, same deal. This isn't as deep. We're only about 9 feet deep here. You can see there's a sewer. This is a sewer line. This is over by what's going to be the cafeteria. So all the cooking water and everything is going to run out through these lines. So there's a line right here, a line here, and what goes in the middle of this is a grease trap. Now the grease traps, oh, here's the electricians doing their thing. This is what I was talking about. We have to we dig for them, and then they put their stuff in, and then we backfill it. This is a grease trap interceptor. So the water, grease, everything from the kitchen comes into this box. It will drop in. There's two chambers in here. The first two holes are one chamber. The third hole is a chamber in itself. Um, there are pipes that come in and drop down. I might have a picture of that, but here we are, backfilled. Okay, here. So there's a pipe laying in the bottom. That's provided to us because it's all got specific lengths. So that long side, and there's a Y right here that will plug in over here. And what happens is the water comes in, and grease and oils and stuff float on top of the water. So as it fills up, the water will go up the pipe because the pipe goes down below the surface of the water. So the water will come up and flow out of the box. All the oils and grease and everything will stay in the previous chamber to be collected. So they'll come in with a vac truck at a later date and vacuum all this stuff up when it starts getting kind of plugged up. But here it is installed. You can see it. There's a long drop there, a overflow here if that should get plugged up, or if it fills up to a certain point, it can flow over the top into it. And you see there's another little chamber hole. There we are tied in, and there's a Y that goes over here to a vent. So this will go into the wall of the building, and it'll travel up to the ceiling and vent out so no one has to smell the gases coming out of this thing. And then the next day after this, they came over. We put plates over the top of this. I backfilled it up a little bit more than this. Got everything covered up. And that's a 2-inch water line that comes and connects over here for the kitchen. So we just bury this. We'll come back and dig it up later and put in all the riser pipes, the access holes. So that was pretty much our week. And we did some more ASRs or FDCs or whatever, fire water stuff we did. Outside of that, it's been a fairly uneventful week. It was just let's tidy things up, get things done. But one thing I did kind of want to touch on was, since I brought it up, the Amrock pipe stuff. I wanted to talk about it just a little bit, what it was made of. So we'll go back over there. I found their website. And this is their website: sustainable, proven performance, trusted for the future. They are not paying me for this. This is something that we started using a few years back, and I just got interested in it today. I've asked the question before. No one's been able to answer the question of what this stuff is. It's a polymer concrete with resin aggregate, FRP rebar. I don't know what that is, so that's something else I got to look up, and sand. So the resin is basically what is making the stuff resistant to the acids. And here's a short little video, a demonstration of what they mean by its resistance to the gases and stuff. So that's a slice of the Amrock pipe. You can see there's the core of the rebar. This is a piece of concrete. There is no rebar core in that, but you can see the difference. So it's 20% acid. And that's how the concrete's reacting to the acid. And the Amrock pipe concrete mix, 100% corrosion resistant product. This is their advertisement. That's what they're saying it does. But it's a pretty cool, innovative design. We're seeing this more and more on projects where we have to use this pipe to, actually, they don't even make pipe. It's just manhole material is what they're doing. They're making manhole material for storage. I'm really surprised that they don't make mainline pipe, because if this stuff is, okay, so on the main channel, you guys, I had a cutout. We had done a cutout of a piece of pipe. I God, I might have a picture of this thing where we drilled holes in the top of this 108-inch pipe for ventilation and for pipe our sewer water to run into the main 108-inch line, gravity feed line that goes out to the sewer system, out to the sewer treatment center. And pretty much what had happened is when we pulled that concrete core out and looked at it, we measured the thickness and versus the thickness of what it was originally. The concrete had been eaten away. About an inch and a half of concrete had been eaten away, plus a layer of rebar mesh that the concrete was poured into, or the reinforcement rebar had been eaten away as well. So, and that pipe was, oh God, 70 years old and had lost an inch and a half of thickness. So that has a lifetime to it. So if it was 12 inches thick, you lose an inch and a half every 50 years. Let's just say 50. You got a lifetime of, was it 200 years? I mean, yeah, whoever installs it and the people that are insuring it and all that stuff don't have to deal with it in 200 years, but it has a lifespan. And plus, as it gets thinner and thinner, though, just the weight of itself and the weight of the material inside, it may collapse long before that 200 years of corrosion. 26, 25. I wanted to find that cookie when they did that for you. Go back more, go back more. This is before or after. Okay, this is before. So I'm getting closer. Okay, found the cookie. I actually did that pretty quick. Surprised. But, oh, dang it. Okay, but that's the cookie. That's, so imagine an inch and a half of that has already been eaten. Should have been another inch and a half thicker than it is right there. And when you flip this over, I didn't get a picture because that thing weighs 100 something pounds. So when you flip that over, you can see how the concrete had eroded away. I believe there's a picture of a different core. That was a smaller 10-inch core. I was trying to see if I had. Okay, there we go. But there you can see the erosion there. These are little pieces of rebar, those circles there. That's the reinforced rebar. And this is some of the rebar that is hanging out the bottom of it that has eroded away in that zone. So there may have been more pieces in here, but I mean, that shows you how powerful your dung is. The stuff that, that goes down into a pipe, acidic vapors, and it's another good reason that you don't climb into a manhole without respiratory gear, ventilation, and other precautions, your arresting gear, so that way if you were to go unconscious inside a manhole, they can pull you out and possibly save your life. So that's about all I've got today. I don't have a whole lot going on. Plan on looking at taking my dogs over to the dog park here in a little bit. But yeah, I'm still playing Out of Ore and a little bit of Construction Simulator. Um, not much. Like I said, this next week I'm going to be closer to home and I'm going to be sitting on a machine just raising and lowering stuff. I'm going to be on an excavator pretending to be a crane. So not much is going to be going on. So unless you guys got something to talk about, I don't have nobody got me new pictures on my Discord channel, so I don't have anything to share there. Um, oh, Tran, you're going to have a heavy equipment week tomorrow. So you're going. So your teacher, we had talked on Discord, and you said your teacher is trying to get you in to see the heavy equipment or go out to a job site or something like that. So, you want to elaborate a little bit on that? But I mean, that's really cool that your teacher's taking you, getting you set up to go out to a construction site or to look at heavy equipment or something like that. I mean, that's cool. Oh, okay. I misread it. Dyslexic moment for me. I just threw equipment in there. It's a heavy week, meaning my days are going to be stressful. Dude, your days are not stressful compared to some of the stuff we deal with. Wait until you become an adult and you have to make all your bills and buy food and make sure you have your money all separated out for everything. Not sure if you know, you are, or you may know, but I have qualified to take the road test this coming up Thursday. Oh, going for your driver's license. Cool. So you've had your birthday. You had said your birthday was early in the year. So now you're of age, you can get your license and you're going out for your qualification, your road test. Cool. Well, hope you do well, man. All right, guys. I'm going to call it. If you're watching the video later, hit the like button, throw some comments in here. If you guys want me to talk about anything, I go back through all the comments and I read everything. I have a Discord channel which you guys can sign up on and send me comments, questions, or whatever you want, and I will talk about those either on this channel or on the main channel. The main channel is going to be primarily videos, production videos. Here it's just live. You get what you get. So the more you guys interact with me, like, subscribe, and leave comments, the more content I'll have for you. Because coming up with content for me, sometimes I have a hard time coming up with it because I don't know what you guys want to hear or talk about. So if you guys see something or something little to you might be a small thing, but it could be a it could be a long chat for me. So, anyways, thank you for showing up. You too, Tran. Thank you for showing up. And as always, keep your butt level and your ditch straight.